Okay, we're back with the final portion of our interview with Ambassador Romero and Professor Aris Arugay. At this point, we already know that the Iglesia Ni Cristo has endorsed the candidacy of Rodrigo Duterte, which, as both of you said earlier, has delivered this message to the country very effectively, but of course in a manner that many sectors say is quite offensive to decency. What can you say about this?
Well, the endorsement of a major religious group like the INC has historically delivered for a lot of politicians in Philippine elections, right? And the batting average of the INC is quite high.
Yes.
And given how hotly contested the elections are, every endorsement matters from the candidate's point of view. But I would like to say that in the end, I hope that the endorsements would serve as one of the many influences for voting. And at the end, our voters should still exercise some form of sovereignty, regardless of all these endorsements.
Okay, Ambassador.
Yeah, one thing good about the ANC is that you have convinced a lot of people in this country to vote.
Okay.
Because when you say, and you know, the greatest virtue of this country, whatever the defects that we have as a people, is the fact that since independence we've been able to have elections regularly. Even in dark ages of the dictatorship, we had a KBL, we had a parliamentary system. So when you look around the world and see that people can't even have elections, that tyranny is there, that kind of thing, we should be very grateful that we have. And so I think everybody should participate in this election, and this is a God-centered country. And I think that we should discern and forget that he is a relative, that I received money from him, that he's going to give me a job. But I think we should be like people who are makadiyos, makatao, you know, makakalikasan, all of that, you know. So I think this is the most important thing for me. Whoever wins, as long as we have a credible and peaceful election, and then I think that whoever wins, I think we should all contribute to the success of the administration.
Any final word? Sorry, we ran out of time already. Any final word?
Well, the ambassador is correct. The Filipinos love elections. We've been having elections for more than a century, more than any other country in Asia, right? And it goes to show that we put a high premium on this democratic form of leadership selection. But we know that our electoral system and our elections have many flaws. We are still a maturing democracy. We're still not there yet in terms of being an advanced democracy. So, and democracy is this form of government that has the greatest chance of learning. So I just hope that even if we have a highly divisive campaign, and we will have a highly divisive election, that we could all rally to whoever wins, that we keep the process credible, that we do not, for example, shortchange or manipulate electoral results just to favor any other candidate. Because if there is a greater threat to democracy, is to completely manipulate elections. This is the game that we all agreed to play. And if we don't like the results, there will be another election in a few years' time.
So you're saying that the real threat is not on who will win this election, but on what would happen if the elections do not emerge as clean and credible.
Right. So in the end, we might have different teams, but we're Team Philippines.
Okay.
And part of being Team Philippines is making sure that we guard the sanctity of the elections, the sanctity of the ballot, and that we rally behind a campaign that will ensure that we will have credible and decisive and clean and honest elections.
Okay, Ambassador, final word, please.
We should have a poster in every household that says, "This election is not for sale."
Okay.
Yes.
This election is not for sale. Yes. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Okay. The May 9, 2016 elections would define the direction that the Philippines would take as the ASEAN community becomes a force to reckon with in the global community. The complex issues facing the next president would need somebody tough, intelligent, and clear on his direction that would make the Philippines as a lead nation in the ASEAN community. We do not know what the post-election scenario would be, But one thing is clear, it rests not only on the next president, but with the whole citizenry backing whoever will win on May 9. Thank you very much. I'm Kaloy Tabunda, and I am one with 25.